I know how the process works. But if you ever watch somebody barbecue, anything like that, you understand that they use stuff called coals. When they use the coals, your coal is always hot. Because of that, you close your grill in order to keep the fire from burning up. So when they do this, and anytime you open up that grill, if you get enough air in there, that fire start burning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you gotta understand sometimes that's the way God works, and that's the way we are. Each and every one of us has a gift on tonight. I don't understand. I don't care what people told you can't be.
That's right.
I don't care what people say you ain't gonna be. Yes, God has already ordained.
That's
right. So if you want to be a doctor or you want to be a lawyer, you better be the best one that you can be.
Yes, sir.
If you decide to be somebody's trash man, you better be the best trash man. You better jump off that truck as quick as you can, as quick as you can, because you've already been ordained by God, because you are who you are, and because God has His hands on you. You're different than everybody else. I don't care what they say to you. Somebody might call you a square. They might call you lame on tonight. They may call you. You may go into school. They say you lame. And you say, well, I'm different than you.
That's
so,
right.
You be lame if you get money. You be lame. Understand that the same people who call you lame, the same people who say you ain't gonna be nothing, gonna be the same people who gonna be stuck in that situation.
That's right.
You gotta understand. I'm not a product of my environment. I may have been born in the hood, but that don't
That's
mean
right.
the hood is fine. Because some people think just because they're born in a certain place, that means that where they gotta stay, and you ain't gotta stay there. Just because you come out don't mean that you ain't real. Just because you want to be more don't mean you ain't got no credit no more. Right. Because God has already ordained you. Because He's ordained you, you gotta be different. So this first point I want to make is you are different.
Yeah.
So when you walk in school and everybody else can't figure out why you ain't partying, why you ain't doing stuff, it's because I'm different.
Right.
Because I'm not like everybody else. Because too many people on today want to do like the status quo. They want to they want to do what everybody else does.
Right.
Somebody's sagging, everybody else want to pull their thing. Somebody want to go to a party. You want to go to a party too, but you can be different and you can still be good. And because you are who you are, you can still be great. That's the way God operates. God He didn't make no mistake when He made you. He didn't make you when He made you. He didn't say, oh, you lame. He didn't say that. Whatever He made, it was made good. And because we are His children, we can be good. 1 Peter 2:9, I'm bringing this up to say, but you're a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, His own special people. If you look at some translations, say peculiar people, so that you may proclaim the praises of Him who called you out of darkness into the marvelous light. So everybody ain't meant to understand what you're doing. Everybody ain't gonna understand it. And then let me tell you something else, because everybody who claim to be on your side ain't on your side. Some people in your life just meant to be associates. They ain't meant to be your friends. Because too many people now, they want to be friends and stuff. Everybody ain't your friend. You gotta be careful. I don't like when people throw the word friend around, because you only got a select number of friends. You only got a certain number of friends, and some of those are really true friends that you have. A friend is a person who's there at a midnight hour when you can't go to sleep. A friend is a person when you ain't got money to cover your bills. Sometimes they offer you a little extra money to buy bills yet, so you don't understand that. That's what a friend is, but some people are just associates. Associates is a person that you may kiki with, but you don't give them a ha-ha. So you because some people ain't meant to be in your life, but some people just meant to be there for a season. So you gotta understand, because you're a peculiar people, everybody's not gonna understand what you're trying to do. Everybody ain't on your level, everybody ain't gonna understand it. And that don't mean that you're better than them, but that just means that you're trying to benefit, that you're trying to do something for yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what the difference is. And that's because we are God's children. Everybody's not going to understand that. They're not going to understand why you got to go to church. They're not going to understand why you want to stay here sometime and read your word. Why they're doing whatever they want to do. And I'm not telling you can't do certain stuff because you can. I still listen to Bo and Yellow. I still listen every day. I listen to all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
People ask me, why you listen to that? You're a preacher. Because I can. There's a difference when you know who you are. You know, you can be persuaded by it. You can listen to the word of the song and not be persuaded by it. So I can listen to all day. I can use to listen to Cardi all day. And I can do all of that and still know who I am at the end of the day.
There you go.
You can be different. You can be different because I know how to switch my roles sometimes. I know they call that code switching because I know how to do all of this. I can still be who God has called me to be. But what was Paul saying to Timothy in this chapter? You know, Paul here, he's writing that he's in jail because Paul stayed in jail, and it's not because he's a bad person, it's because of who he was. Sometimes people don't like who you are. Sometimes they'll pick some stuff up on you. Sometimes they don't like who you are. They're going to be against you. You got to understand it. Being different sometimes comes at a cost. Sometimes being different, it will set you out in the way that you don't want to be set out. This is Black History Month. You got to learn about being different because Martin Luther King and some of those people were different and that didn't bring them nice attention. So being different sometimes ain't going to bring you favoritism. And you may be wondering why people don't like you sometimes. It's because you're different. Because you're different.
Come on with it.
You ain't got to be liked by man. You only got to be liked by God.
Yes, sir.
So he is. He's writing to Timothy, and then he's a leader here at Ephesus right now. So this is his letter to Timothy. He's telling Timothy, he said, listen, Timothy, you got to learn how to lead. These people ain't going to want to hear you all the time.
That's right. That's right.
Even though you know what your gift is, and even though you know you meant to do this, these people ain't going to want to hear you all the time. They're going to turn to their own doctrine. They're going to do all of this. He said, but don't give them a reason to despise you because of your youth. And there's some people who don't like some youth sometimes. And it's because we give them good reason not to like us. But then they forget that, back in your time, you used to do stuff too.
Come on with it.
They forget when there was a hi-hat, not even 2000, they were there. And then when 2000 came along, they were in there too. So they forget that. And they say, they doing this and they doing that, they going out. It ain't nothing new that we doing. It's the same thing that you did. Just in a different way. They say, don't give them a reason to despise you because of your youth. At the time, Timothy, what they consider youth was between 30 and 40 years old. You still consider youth, so some people still young today. So don't consider themselves old. So it would have been between 30 and 40 years old. And somewhere in this period, he's about 35 to 40 years old, and that's still young as a pastor, being a pastor and leading an older congregation, that's young. So he said, don't give him a reason to despise you because of your youth. He said, but be an example. But how do you tell him to be an example? So the second point is set an example. So no matter where you go, no matter if you go to church, no matter if you in school, or even if you step foot into a restaurant, you got to be an example. Because if you want to or not, certain people going to look up on you, and they're going to look at you. And you're going to be their role model. And sometimes you're going to be the only book that they read. I'm saying this, get this youth on today, because you may not know it, and you may not even ask to be an example, but they're going to look unto you as a model. And because you are who you say that you are. They're going to see if you are what you say you are. No matter where you go, people are going to be looking at you. And when you fall, they're going to say, well, I told you. They supposed to be this, but then they doing that. So you got to set an example, and you can't give people a reason to look down upon you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So he said, set an example in word.
Yeah.
He said, in conduct, in love,
Oh, yeah.
in spirit, in faith,
Yeah.
and in purity. Well, if I go through word means conversation. You got to be careful how you speak.
Yeah.
Some people, every time they open their mouth, they just saying foul words. Saying stuff that ain't becoming of a Christian.
Yeah.
And behavior. The conduct of behavior. You got to be careful with this, because even some adults got some problem with this.
All right now.
Behavior. Sometimes we don't behave like Christians. Sometimes we act like we don't know God. Sometimes we act like we got one foot in hell and then another foot in heaven. You got to be careful how you behave sometimes. Then in love. They say you got to have love, because without love, you can't call yourself a child of God. The Bible says, how can a man say he loves God who he never seen, but he hated his brother who he walked with daily? So you got to be careful. We see some examples of that when people don't have love. You know, I ain't gonna call no names. Our president say he got love, and then he say he's Christian, but then he got a problem with certain groups. You got to be careful with that.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
So then he say in spirit.
Yeah.
What's the spirit? You got to have the Holy Spirit on the inside of you.
Yeah.
And then your spirit, you don't have to tell people that you saved. You don't have to tell people.
All right,
They can tell by the fruit that you have. They can tell how you walk, how you carry yourself, what you want.
That's it.
That's what being a true Christian is. I don't have to tell nobody what my title is. I don't have to tell nobody I'm a preacher, I'm a prophet, I'm a whatever. Bishop, I don't have to tell nobody that. I don't even have to walk around with a cross and a ring on my finger. Because I carry myself in a certain way, people should know who you are. Open your mouth.
Yeah.
So you got to set an example. He said, then in faith, you got to trust in God.
Yeah.
Because, this is a problem that Christians have sometimes. So we don't trust in God all the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Some
right.
people are convenient Christians, so that means that whenever it's good for them to trust God, that's when they want to trust Him. So when a child is acting up, when they get into a little trouble, then they trust in God.
Yeah.
But then they can't trust Him over the small stuff that's in their life. They can't trust Him when they ain't got a little money in their pocket. They can't trust Him when the gas is almost on the end. You gotta go to work. They can't trust Him. So you gotta trust in God. Because it's hard being a leader. You ain't got no trust in yourself. You ain't got no faith in yourself. It's hard to be a leader.
Yeah.
You can't expect for people to follow you, but you ain't got no faith in where you going.
Yes, sir.
I can't trust a vision and you don't know where you going to. So you gotta be a leader. So these are all leadership, and these are all leader characteristics. They ain't saying purity. Oh, some people ain't pure.
Come on with it.
I'm leave that alone. He said some people say you gotta be pure. So when he tells them, Timothy, look, Timothy, you can't be going around. And every woman that walk around, you want to go with them. You can't go around and then every woman that walk past them, you lusting at them. You can't do that. I know they might look good and they might be good, but you can't have all of the women tempted. So he said, be pure. Be pure your thoughts and then in other matters. So set an example. So you got to set an example. He lists all 6 of these things in which he had to set an example. And some people, we don't follow what he says because we often look at this because we think that he's just talking to Timothy as a leader, as a pastor. But he's talking to everyone who believes up to that. He's talking to all of you. So he's talking to adults, he's talking to youth, he's talking to anybody else. I don't care if you're on a walker, I don't care if you're on a cane, I don't care if you're crawling around. He's talking to you on that. Because it's something about being a leader. And people often look for leaders. And then in being a leader, it may not be something that you ask for, but sometimes it's a title that you get.
All right.
And like I said, when you become a Christian, this is a title that you decide to take on. And these are the standards that you decide that you're going to uphold.
Yes,
so
sir.
you got to learn how to be a leader. You got to learn how to set an example.
right.
So the third point is that you have a gift. So I don't care what you say your gift is. I don't care. Some people know how to sing. Some people know how to dance.
All right.
Some people know how. Some people gifted in other areas, because I know some people who can cuss real well. That's a bad gift. And they can call you everything in the book.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And still won't be tired.
Yes, sir.
Some people know how to do all this. Some people know how to play instruments. But we all are given a certain gift. Everybody won't give them the same gift. You know, because everybody can sing.
That's right.
Well, you know how to sing, but everybody can't sing.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, you can get up here and try to dance, but I may hurt myself in the process of doing it. So we all have a gift. We all don't have the same gift, because the Bible says that we all have our own parts. It says we're all in the same body, but we all have our same parts. But 1 Corinthians 12:4 says there are different kinds of gifts, but the same Spirit distributes them. So oftentimes we have a lot of problems with each other. We have a lot of problems with each other, and that we can't get along. But we can't get along, I don't know why, but the Bible declares that we all have different gifts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But the same Spirit distributes the gift. So you may do one thing that I'm better, you may be better in one area than I am, but at the end of the day, if we work together, we all can achieve something.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, that's the problem today with leaders. That's the problem with the body of Christ, is that we're divided too many times because there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Too many people trying to do the same thing. I can't pastor, and I can't pastor while ushering, and I can't usher while I'm trying to be a deacon. We all have our own gifts.
That's right.
So as a pastor preacher used to say, you know, you need to find your lane. Get in your lane and stay in
Yes,
your
sir.
lane. Because too many of us are trying to cross over into other people's areas. And because of that, you know, oftentimes we get mixed up and we have problems because of that. So we all have a gift. And because we all have a gift, and because it's been given by God, we should exercise our gifts. This fourth point is exercise your gift. All right? So as I look here at 2 Timothy, what was Paul saying? Because this letter here was wrapping up, and he's wrapping it up because Paul knows his life is about to come to an end. You know he's about to die. So he's telling Timothy, you know, it's a gift on the inside of you. And you know about this gift because it was given through the laying on of hands. So he told him, he said, stir up the gift.
Stir it up. Stir it up.
He said, stir up the gift.
Yes, sir.
It's on the inside of you, because trust me, well, it's on the inside, it's got to show up on the outside. There's something on the inside of you that's burning, and then when everybody else is doing the status quo, and everybody else is being, everybody else is doing their own thing, there's something that's different about you. There's something on the inside of you that's not like everybody else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's something on the inside of you that won't let you behave like everybody else. So he said, stir up the gift that's on the inside. So you got to understand that sometimes in our life, that sometimes we find our fire getting a little low. Sometimes we find our fire going out a little bit.
Yes,
So we
sir.
got to stir up the gift.
Stir it up.
That's on the inside of us. So what was he saying to Timothy? Literally, he was telling Timothy that we got to fan the flame that's on the inside of us. So he's saying fan it, because deep down on the inside, whatever you want to do, you can do it. I don't care if your mama and daddy told you can't do it, but God is saying on today, you can stir it up. And if you stir up the gift on today, you can be the best thing, you can be the best person that you want to be on today. And because God has ordained you to do it, because of the Spirit that's on the inside of you, you can be whatever you want to be. It's a saying that used to say, I know I can be what I want to be. If I work hard, I can be where I want to be. Because of this, and because I've encouraged my own self. And when other people ain't encouraging me, when other people say you can't do it because your mama was a crackhead, you can't do it because your daddy was a drunk, you can't do it because you came from this part of town, you can't do it because you came from across the track. But God is saying, and you can do it because you can gift
All right.
that's on the inside of you.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So I'm
sir.
telling you on today, when you can't, when nobody else is encouraging these, you need to fan that flame. Too many times we let the youth be broken down by society. We let them be broken down by people and let people tell them what they can't do. Too many people try to put limitations on their kids. You can be whatever you want to be. And if nobody else has told you on today, who would have thought that I'd be graduating twice on today? Who would have thought coming from the household of 7 that I can be what I want to be? People told me because you went to Hattiesburg High, you can't be nothing. Because you Hattiesburg High produce the same talent. People say that because you came from Mississippi, that Mississippi last and everything. That you can't do what you want to do. But I'm telling you, baby, there's plenty of people come out of Mississippi. Because you are who God ordained for you to be. You can be where He wants for you to be. So fan your flame on today. You got to fan your flame on today. Sometimes we got to open up our grills. We got to let some air in. And we got to let the fire burn. You got to let the fire burn on the inside. I'm reminded of Jeremiah on today. He said, every time I want to stop speaking the word of God. He said, when people have done stuff and I want to stop on today. He said, when I will not mention his name. Not speaking his name anymore. But his word was in my heart like a burning fire. Shut up in my bones. So sometimes when I feel like giving up. Sometimes when people say you ain't going to amount to nothing. Sometimes when people say you good for nothing. Sometimes when they say the generation ain't going to be nothing. But he stirred up the gift that was on the inside. And when I decided not to do it, when I decided not to open my mouth, when I decided not to use my gift, the fire was burning on the inside. It wouldn't let me hold my peace. So I just couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it no more. This gift that I got, I just couldn't hold it. You know, at one point in time, I didn't want to preach. But God had desire for me to preach. And though it took me 9 years to do it, there was something on the inside. I just couldn't hold back. There was something on the inside. Even when I saw it sometimes, the fire was burning on the inside. And I just couldn't hold my peace. So somebody say, fan the fire. You got to rekindle the fire that's on the inside. So this main point I want to make is you have to realize when your fire is dying. Even the best of Christians sometimes lose their joy. Even the best of people sometimes lose hope on today. Even the best of people sometimes get beaten down by society. It's easy when you see people get killed. It's easy when you see people getting dying and murdered in the street. It's easy to stop sometimes. It's easy to say, I ain't going to do it no more. It's easy to say, I ain't going to do it no more. But God is saying, stir up your gift on today. Romans 12:11 is a contemporary version that says, never give up. Eagerly follow the Holy Spirit and serve the Lord. So when I desire to give up, there's something deep down on the inside that just won't let me hold it in. Stir up the gift on the inside. So why, when I see the fire dying sometimes, you got to know when you got to rekindle the fire. I'm reminded on today. It's just like a heater that's on the wall. Gas heater. Sometimes when you look cold, sometimes you strike up that heater. And then sometimes when it knocked the first time, so you had to strike it again. But then sometimes you had to give it a little boost and you had to light it yourself. So sometimes when your fire is dying, you got to rekindle your fire. What does rekindle mean? It means that you got to revive something that's been lost on today. You got to rekindle your gift. When your fire is getting a little dim, when your light is burning out, you got to serve today. You got to light up the fire today. When people are giving you or giving up on you, when people say you ain't going to be nothing.
Yes, sir.
You got to light your fire today. You got to serve the gift that's on the inside.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When people want to do it on today,
Yeah.
I dare somebody to stir up the gift.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So then this fifth and final point.
Yeah.
God is giving you power on today.
That's right.
What was he saying in verse 7? He said, for God has not given us
Yeah.
the spirit of fear,
That's right. That's right.
but of love
Yeah.
and of power
Yes, sir.
and of a sound mind.
Uh-huh.
But he was saying, Timothy, look here. As I stand down at this chopping block.
Uh-huh.
He said, I can't be afraid because God has given me the spirit of fear.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
It's easy for me to renounce God. It's easy for me to say, I don't want to follow God.
Uh-huh.
But God has given me the spirit of fear on today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, it would be easy for so many African Americans to say, I ain't going to do it. It would have been easy for Rose Boy to say, I ain't going to sit on this bus.
Yes,
It
sir.
would
Yes,
have
sir.
been easy for Dr. King to say, I'm going home and ain't going to
That's
hurt me to say, take
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
It would have been easy for Reverend Fred Shoulders to say, listen, I ain't going to help these people on today.
Uh-huh.
It would have been easy for him not to get beaten.
Yes,
It
sir.
would have been easy for him not to get his daughter's leg broken.
All
It
right.
would have been easy for him not to get his wife's hand shut in the door.
Yes.
It would have been easy for people on Dynamite Hill to say, we ain't going to mess with it no more.
Yes, sir.
All right.
But they kept getting their house blown up time and time again.
Uh-huh.
Just for me and you.
Yes, sir.
But God has done given us a spirit of fear.
Yes, sir.
But of love and of power and of a sound mind.
Uh-huh.
So as we lead on today,
Yes, sir.
we got to lead with power.
Yes, sir.
We got to lead with love.
Yes, sir.
And then we got to lead with a sound mind on today.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
So now God didn't call for us to be cowards on today.
Yes,
He didn't call for us to back down on today.
Uh-huh.
He didn't call for us to be shy, timid, but he called for you to be different.
Yes, sir.
He called for you to be more in this
That's
generation.
right.
So everybody else is doing what they want to do.
Yes, sir.
But everybody else is trying to be cool and fit in with the crowd.
Yes, sir.
God is calling for you to be more today.
Yes, sir.
He's calling for you to be different.
Uh-huh.
Why is he calling for you to be different?
Yes, sir.
Because he wants for you to make a difference in this day and time.
Yes, sir.
It'll be easy for you to be different. It'll be easy for you to fit in with everybody else. But God is saying, I'm not giving you the spirit of fear.
Uh-huh.
But love and power and of a sound mind.
Yes, sir.
So today, you find dare for you to be different.
Uh-huh.
When everybody else is doing their thing and when everybody else is drinking, when everybody else is smoking, dare to be different. Everybody else is trying to fit in with the crowd. Dare to be different. You got to be who God has called for you to be on today. And believe God will separate the right from the wrong. It may not look easy right now.
Uh-huh.
It may not pay off right now. But believe me, you'll understand it better. You'll understand it when everybody else is being separated. And he says, depart from me because I know you not. Of iniquity. You'll understand it better one day.
Yes, sir.
When everybody else is stuck in that rut
Yes,
and
sir.
you're prospering on
Yes,
today.
sir. Yes, sir.
You'll understand it better when everybody else is stuck in where they say you were going to be. And you get in your big mansion one day. You'll understand it better when everybody else is driving their old car. And God has blessed you with a new car. You'll understand it better when you can pull out some money and pay for whatever you want. You'll understand it then. But God has called you to be more in this generation. Why is he calling for you to be more? But he said in Romans 8:30, he said, moreover, whom I predestined, these I also called. And whom I called, he also justified. And whom he justified, he also glorified. So I tell you, you from today, and I tell you, adults, use your gift and use it wisely. Not only use it then, but use it appropriately. It may not seem right now. But God has not given us a spirit of fear. Love and power of the sound mind. So be different on today and don't give a reason to the down. Be different on today when everybody else is doing the status quo. Be different on today. Whatever you do for Christ on today, let it be real. I tell you, don't be a pirate. Go now. But it seems like you feel like giving up on today. Be different. When you feel like giving up sometimes. When everybody's talking about you, criticizing you, because you won't fit in. Somebody pull out your sheet fire today. Somebody came to fire today. Some people make it hard sometimes. Some people get down sometimes. They feel like giving up. There's somebody who's on their knees up today. Somebody that's crawling to their feet. You feel like getting up sometimes. There is somebody to give you a leaning hand. Whatever you do for Christ on today, just keep your fire burning. It may not pay off right now. But I tell you, understand it better. Somebody look at your neighbor, say neighbor. Gotta be different on today. Keep your fire burning. I dare every dog to stand up in this building. Stand up on today. Come around these youth on today, grab them by the hand. And say, Dad, to be different. Somebody got encouraging favors on today. When society's pulling down, you gotta give them a helping hand. You gotta dare to be different on today. You gotta help them keep their fire burning. Because it ain't easy sometimes. But you gotta dare to be different. It ain't gonna be easy sometimes. But you gotta dare to be different.
Gotta be different. Yes. Thank you, Lord.
Take up on today. People tell them they won't do nothing. Take up on today. Let them keep their fire burning on today. When they tell them they ain't gonna be nothing, pull them up on today and say you're gonna be something. Somebody say you're gonna be a doctor. You're gonna be a lawyer. You're gonna be somebody today. You're gonna be somebody today. You're gonna be somebody just on today. Keep the fire burning. Stir up the gift that goes inside of you. Somebody curse these babies on today. When everybody tell them they can't be nothing. Somebody tell them you don't got anything. Stir up the gift that's on the inside. Somebody's on the inside on today. They gotta show up on the outside. Somebody help them on today. When people say you come to devil. When people say you come to tax. When people say you come from a road. You ain't gonna be up there. Somebody say you can be whatever you want to be on today. Turn up the gift on the inside. Who knows somebody can get away with it? Who knows somebody can be the next Barack Obama? Who knows somebody can be the next Michelle Obama? But whatever you do on today, turn the gift on today. Let it be real. Let it be real. Whatever you do on today, keep the fire burning. I know a man that was born in the manger.